We're ready.
Okay. Estoy acá con el señor Richard Pick, fundador y creador del sistema operativo Pick, que tiene una trayectoria de casi 20 años en el mercado de la computación. Le voy a hacer unas preguntas en cuanto a lo que es la fuerza del sistema operativo y cuál es el futuro que tiene este sistema operativo y las diferencias que hay y que existen con los otros sistemas operativos más conocidos como Unix o MS-DOS. Richard, very nice to have you. Thank you. Why would somebody recommend the PIC operating system instead of another environment such as Unix and stuff?
Well, the real reason is that most of the other systems that are out there are doing data processing in a traditional way, the way data processing has always been done. Basically tabulating, going back to the history of data processing for the last 100 years, we've been a tabulating kind of environment. And still, computing, most data processing is very backward looking. It tells you what has happened in the past, but it does not become an active partner in the running of your company. I think what the PIC system more than anything else is a tool and an environment in which you can build an information-based company. The way companies are going to be run in the future, where the computer is an active part of your process, that it just doesn't tell you what happened, but it tells you what to do. It tells you what to ship next. It tells you what to build next. It tells you where you've got an accounts receivable problem. So it's like a real business partner, not just a tabulating machine.
What are the strengths of the operating system?
Well, first of all, you call it an operating system, and it is an operating system. And some people call it a database management system, and it's that also, but it's really a database operating system. And I think the principal strength is its ability to have a data model that more closely models how the real world works, as opposed to making the world accommodate into the computer. We come up with this underlying data model that we feel we can represent and build any real-world data structure. So its principal strength is this relational data model, but then it's the tools that go with it. And in terms of some of its individual strengths, it's a very integrated system, so it's very, very effective price performance. We can run 2 to 3 times the number of terminals on a given computer as any of our competitors can. It's extremely portable. When you get into PIC, you're into something for a lifetime. It's not a proprietary system where you've got to buy this hardware. It goes across many platforms. We are evolving with the technology. And when you mention things like Unix, it's not a question of PIC versus Unix, because as you've seen at the show here, we've introduced PIC Unix seamless integration. So I think PIC can be all things to all people, and in time we're going to have every significant computing capability that exists in the world will be available inside the PIC environment. So, but the bottom line, fundamentally, is if you use PIC in a business or a business operation, that operation each day brings more money to the bottom line. It makes the company more efficient, more productive.
Currently, how many users are currently using the PIC operating system worldwide?
Somewhere in the neighborhood of 2 to 3 million people. It's a difficult number to know exactly, but we feel we have between 200,000 systems out there at an average of 15 users per system. That's probably somewhere in the neighborhood of 3 million users. I think it's really important to remember that these are not users like PC users, where you've got a product that maybe you use some spreadsheets on it, maybe you do some word processing, but you're not using it 8 hours a day as part of your job. Whereas the terminals that are out there running PIC, these people are running that 8 hours a day, 5 days a week, and they're using it as part of their job function. So not only is there 3 million people, but these 3 million people are using it very, very intensely and have it much heavier than the average PC.
How about where's PIC going? What is the future of PIC?
Well, I mean, I think that, 10 years from now, 20 years from now, 30 years from now, 50 years from now, we'll still be one of the major players in the computer business. I think our strategy to achieve that, I've already mentioned, is to provide an open platform that all the stuff that's out there, all the things that have been developed can come into PIC. For example, there are 90 billion lines of COBOL code in 90 billion lines. That's 15 lines of COBOL code for every man, woman, and child in the world. Now, I think a great opportunity for PIC, and you'll be seeing this, is to where we can go into this COBOL environment and just sort of seamlessly slip in there so that you don't have to change any of the COBOL stuff, but all of a sudden you can start using the PIC functionality to enhance that thing. So it's not like it's an either or. I'm not asking you to throw your software away. I'm saying we're going to provide you a seamless route where you can maintain your existing investment and yet gradually move into the power of PIC.
Well, Richard, I thank you very much for this interview, the opportunity you've given us to let everybody know, especially in Lima, Peru, about the capabilities of PIC.
Thank you very much.